What's up, everybody? This is Terry with Collabo Creative, a local service design company here in Indianapolis. And we are on week 3, where we are still working from home, keeping ourselves safe, keeping our family safe, keeping our friends safe, and keeping the community safe. So if you are doing the same thing as us, thank you so much for sticking it out and keeping yourself safe and keeping yourself distanced from each other, at least physically. So we're trying to make sure that we are helping everyone connect by improving creativity and collaboration in your business and life and in your digital life and now your home life. So we wanted to, again, bring back our fantastic life and leadership coach, Jenn Schaefer. She's here again to this time talk about my favorite topic, which is connecting with each other. So while you are home, while you're working remotely, while you are trying to still get work done with your teams, how are you going to connect with each other, and why is that important for our experiences in our newfound home work life? So Jenn, I'm excited to hear some of the tips that you have for us on how we can connect with each other during these times.
Terry, thank you again for having me. This has just been a pleasure working on this series with you. And we are in the great pause. A friend of mine, a yoga instructor, shared with me the other day. She says, we're in the great pause. There's this like pause in life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like life is getting all shaken up and here we are. We've been home for a couple weeks now, and the isolation is starting to kick in, right? We're not doing our normal routine. We're not getting out and doing our normal stuff. We have this whole new normal going on. And so staying connected is really important. We are a breed. We're humans. We need to stay connected with each other. Thankfully, we have technology. So technology has given us the opportunity to do video calls now, which I highly recommend, like a FaceTime, a Skype, you can do Zoom. And obviously, social media is a great way to connect in these times because we can enjoy a little bit of humor. I mean, how many of those funny little memes have gone along your screen, right? So, and to stay connected, of course, I encourage you to get outside and get a little movement because it brings in those beautiful endorphins and releases some of the stress in our bodies and in our life. So I encourage you to get outside and walk. So, you know what? Extending a phone call to a friend that you haven't talked to in a while, that will be a really nice thing to do, to connect, reach out, see how they're doing, and make sure that things are going well enough in their world, and maybe even offer, how can you support them?
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite, to Zoom. I love this new Zoom technology, and I know it's been around for a while. But you can Zoom a meal with your family, your extended family, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, the grandkids, the nephews. The other day we connected as a family. I had a cousin in California, a cousin in Charlotte. So we were across the nation and we did a happy hour together. So mom, dad, my brothers and sisters, my cousins, aunt and uncle. It was a lot of fun to get together with that. Here's another thing you can do.
Uh-huh.
Here's another thing you can do. Yeah. Is to Zoom together with your friends and get in an exercise. So one of the things that I do is I teach fitness and yoga, and I have connected with friends and my students, my clients, and so I've offered some exercise classes on Zoom, and it's been fun to stay connected and help everybody stay accountable to their exercise routine and their self-care routine. So there are some things you can do to stay connected: FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, and do something fun. You can also Zoom in and do game time with extended family or friends.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is a great way to stay connected and find that humor in, with your friends. A phone call is always nice, the good old-fashioned phone call, and getting out and walking around the neighborhood. So those are some stay connected, getting out of isolation, and being with people.
Yeah. I love those. Those are just so simple to do. One, right? I mean, everyone can now, you can get a free Zoom account. Everyone can get a free Zoom account. You might not be able to have like the, the big webinars, but I think you can connect up to 100 people for at least 40 minutes, something like that, all for free. So if you don't have a Zoom account, I would suggest, and I'm sure Jen would suggest too, that you go out and get yourself a Zoom account and start setting up your own meetings. I love doing the social, the happy hour. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to have to make sure to do one of those just with my family, which is, we're all spread across the country. So that'll be fantastic. Even post, stay-at-home orders, where we can just start to have more remote engagements and stay connected as a family that way. So that's exciting. Fantastic ideas that can last us just, beyond beyond the time where we're required to work from home, and start to think about how do we apply these same kinds of digital connections as we move forward. Because after this experience, the world is going to be different, and we are going to be changed, and our experiences, I think we can think more broadly about how we have experiences where we connect with other folks. So thanks so much for sharing those ideas. They're fantastic ideas. I love the group workouts. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to get in on that and join you for a couple of yoga sessions, because that sounds so fun, and definitely would hold me accountable. So that's all we've got for this week. Thank you again, Jen, for being here and sharing your 3 areas of focus that will help us to stay happy and healthy in both our lives and our work lives that we're now at home, that we're finding ourselves at home with. So let's just go over them. You had walked us through self-care and tips on self-care, and the last week we talked about gratitude and how that's important and what we can do there. And then this week, how important it is to stay connected and a few things that we can do. So thanks again for sharing all of that information. And I'm sure if you've been watching and if you've been following us for the past 3 weeks, that you've been enjoying and hopefully applying some of these tips to your work and home life. So that's all we've got for you for this week. If you liked this video, you like the content that we're pushing out, give us some thumbs up so that we know you like it, and we know that we need to continue making more of these. That's all we've got for now. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later.
Do you have any questions or topics you'd like us to tackle? Shoot over an email to hello@collabocreative.com.